already won. Now my soul needs refreshing. Send your breath from heaven. I need a mighty breath straight from heaven. Father, Father, breathe down on me, breathe down, breathe on me. Send your breath from heaven. Father, Father, breathe on me. Father, will you breathe on me? Breathe on me. Father, will you please send your breath from heaven? I need a mighty breath from heaven. Father, Father, just breathe on me. Send your breath from heaven. Just breathe, Lord. I need a mighty breath from heaven. Father, rain down on me. Breathe down. Father, I stretch my hands. Never have I known. Renew my mind, restore my spirit. Send your breath, fresh wind, fresh fire. I need Lord, breathe on me. Send your breath. I need a fresh anointing. I need Lord. Send your breath, breathe on me, fresh wind, I need, send your breath, I need a mighty breath, send your breath, breathe down. Lord, you've been so good, been so kind, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, you've been so
The Word of God is maximizing my life. All right, we're still talking about praying to get results. Praying to get results. You want to get results when you pray, right? What you pray, you want the answer to come, right? Right? You don't want to pray and not receive what you prayed for, right? So what you want, in other words, is you want God to hear you, and you want God to bring to pass in your life what you put before him. Is that right? I'm going to share some with you tonight that if you get a hold of this tonight, I promise you, if you get a hold of this tonight, if you can understand what I'm going to share with you this night, and I'm going to teach it in a way where you're going to understand it, it's going to change your prayer life, it's going to change your walk, it's going to change the manifestation in your life. Amen. You got it? The key to it, what I'm going to share with you, is your obedience to God. Okay? You cannot be ragtag and expect God to do some things. You listen to me? Your life is going to have to begin to line up in every area with the Word. Okay? Does that mean you got to be perfect? No. But that means that you need to walk upright before God. And when I say you need to walk upright, do everything possible to do the right thing. You listen what I'm saying to you? You're going to have to come to a place where you honor God with your life. Okay? Where your life is not twofold. Where you got your Christian life and then you got your world life. You're going to have to be a Christian. And you're going to be a Christian all the way. You got it? I want you to look with me at the book of John, chapter 15. John 15. We looked at this passage last session. We're going to look at it again. John 15. I'm going to share something with you that in a moment that I know is not taught because people are afraid of it. But have no fear. Underdog is here. John 15. You have it? Okay, let me change that. Have no fear. Overcoming dog is here. Anyway, somebody here. Praise the Lord. All right, so in John 15, you have it. I am the true vine and my Father is the husbandman. Say, I am the true vine and my Father is the husbandman. Now, husbandman means the person that dresses the vine. He keeps the vine. You got it? Y'all got that? He said, my Father, right, is the husbandman. He says, I am what? What kind of vine? I am the true vine. My Father is the husbandman, right? Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth what? All right, let's pause right there just a second. He says, I'm the vine, the true vine, right? Is that right? He said that you are the branches, right? Every branch in me, right? Every branch where?
In me.
Now, keep that thought. Every branch in me. Every branch where? In me. Right? So that means every branch that's really a part of me.
All right.
You see it? Every branch that's a part of me. This is Jesus talking, right? He says, again, that it bears much fruit, right? Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth what? Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me. Same connotation of the branch in the vine. Right? Abide where? Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself. The branch cannot bear fruit of itself. The branch that's detached from the vine cannot produce anything itself. Now, we're going somewhere with this, okay? I want you to see it. It's except, right? It abide in me, in the vine. Y'all got it? No more can ye, except you abide where? So he's saying the same thing about the branch is true about you. If the branch is detached from the vine, it can't bear anything. You got it? You say, but people are producing things every day, and they're not in the Lord. It's fruit that shall not remain. Hello. It's false evidence of prosperity. Because anything without God is false. You got it? Watch on. He says, I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. Right? For without me, you can do nothing. So, everything that you think you do without him, as far as God is concerned, you haven't done anything. Y'all see that? All right, stay with me. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. See that? Verse 7. If you abide in me, right? And my words abide where? Ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto who? If you abide in me, right? My words abide in you. He says you will ask what you will, right? Whatever you want, you ask it. Come on. And what happens? It'll be done for you, right? Y'all see that? If you abide in me and my words abide in you, he said, you will ask what you will. And what happens? It shall be done to you. Right? All right, now, flow with me. Listen to this. If you abide in me, my words abide in you, you ask what you will, and it will be done unto you. Here's the key to that verse. You ready? When you abide in him and his words abide in you, you already have the will of God in you. So anything you ask according to the will of God, he does it. Y'all hear? This is the confidence we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, 1 John 5, 14 and 15, he heareth us. And knowing that he heareth us, we know we have the petitions we desire of him. Right? Y'all hear? So if I know that, and I abide in him, and his words abide in me, his words, and it shapes my thoughts. So therefore, it'll shape what I ask. Come on now. So you ask what you will, and it'll be what? Now, that's good, but that's not the focus of what I want you to see tonight. All right? You say, well, what's the focus you want me to see? The focus I want you to see is if you abide in me. Don't worry about it. Leave me alone. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you. That's the focus. If you abide in me, watch this, I in you. You in me, I in you. You in me, you got it? And I in you. I am about to share something with you that you probably never heard in your life. You with me? Y'all attentive? Jesus prayed in John chapter 17. Go there. John 17. Jesus prayed in John 17. You have it? Look with me at verse number 20. Let's just start at verse number 17. You have it? Sanctify them through thy truth, right? Thy word is what? Truth. As thou hast sent me unto the world, even so I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through what? Through what? Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their what? Through their what? Now watch this. That they all may be what? One. See that? As thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, watch this, that they may be one, even as we are one. I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved them as thou hast loved me. Let's talk about this a minute. Y'all here? God is love. right? God also is life. You hear what I said? God is what? Life. God is life. L-I-F-E. God is life itself. You got it? God is all. You hear that? He's what? All. God is all. So all of life is in God. There is no life outside of God. You see that what I'm saying to you? There's no what? There's no, watch this, true life outside of God. Any life outside of God is false. Can you see that? Jesus made a prayer. The prayer was that you and I would be one with the Father, just like he and the Father are one. You got it? You ready? When you are born again, you ready? You come from the life of God. You got it? So that means the very life of God is in you. Listen what I'm saying. The very what? That means that you and God are one. Listen to the perspective I'm bringing this from. You're going to see. That means that you and God are one. That means every time you pray, you are speaking through the life of God that's in you. When you speak and things happen, you didn't create it. The life of God in you, flowing through you, is what brought the creation to pass. Is what makes things happen. Come on now. Can you understand what I'm saying to you? So, watch this. Let me say it like this. God is the big picture. Okay? You a snapshot. God is universal. You are individual. The same thing that God is made up of, you are too. So, whatever you speak, being a born-again child of God, the life of God is flowing through you to bring to pass what you speak. That's why when you pray, you're not asking God, you're making demand on the world that he made. Can you see what I'm saying to you? Because see, when the life of God in you is released on anything, it's the voice of God speaking. We are ignorant of that because we don't want to seem like we're trying to say we God. You are not God, but you are the image of God. Can you understand that? You ready? You were made up from God. Whatever God is, so are you. And that's why you have to learn to walk in who you are so that when you speak, you have the same mind as God. That what I say is got to come to pass. Because I am really made up of God, and when I speak, I'm God's voice piece. God never calls anything forth and it doesn't show up. Did you hear what I said? You and I have to learn to be followers of God, imitators of God, to do the things that God does, even when it comes to our prayers. Come on. Things that, oh, Father, let me not get ahead of myself. Because you got to see this. You got to understand what I'm saying to you. That God is life, right? The same life that God is, he gave to the Son. Not the S-U-N, the S-O-N. You got it?
The day was dark, the courage in me was lost. There was nowhere to run and hide. It was hard to face that my life was flashing before my eyes. What do you do when the report says you reach the end? Oh, but hold to his word, your miracle is here. It's here. Oh, I'm still standing. I survived it all. Though the storms, God covered me with the wings of his love. In the eye of the storm, I stood firm on my faith. Power of God's word. Oh, I'm still standing. I survived. Oh, though the storm covered me with the wings of his love. In the eye of the storm, on my faith. Power of God's word. Like a tree, we will not be swayed or moved, but we shall stand firm and planted till the end. Oh, I'm still standing. I survived. Oh, though the storms are raging. With the wings of his love. In the eye of the storm. On my faith. Power survived it all. Ooh. I survived it all.